talking about water. And we're going to be talking about not just any water, but we're going to be talking about living water. Okay, so I've got a vase here. I'm going to pour out the water. All right, so it's pretty empty. So what we're talking about is Jesus is taking a certain time frame in history. This is a celebration that they used to do actually quite a bit, okay? And the priest would come down. We're going to talk about this a little more. But the priest would come down and they would take a brass pitcher, a gold pitcher like that. And what they would do is they would dip it into the water, they would fill it up, and then they would pour it out. Now, we already poured out what was in there. But Jesus was talking about, if you come to me, I will give you living water that never ends. Okay? So let's see. We had an empty pitcher. Now, as he was talking to them, he says, you know what? This is it. My water never runs out. They had to keep going and filling this stuff up. But he said, mine will never end. And so this was kind of cool because the people watching it knew that when they filled up the pitcher and they took it all the way up to the temple and they dumped it once, when it was gone, it was gone. But when Jesus said it, he said, mine will never end. Now that's really the neat thing, because we're over 2,000 years after Jesus. And yet, if we still come to him, we come to him looking for that water, he will still continue to keep refreshing us, no matter how long we do it. Now, this is the neat thing, because I was at the DOC. We had our annual meeting. It was a biannual meeting of all the churches in the state. And they were talking about different things going on. And, you know, there was an interesting thing, because we had someone who wasn't from around here. And so some of the things that we know, you know, maybe if somebody came, they wouldn't have a clue what we're talking about. And that's what happened, because it was like a family picnic, like a church picnic kind of thing. And they had all these different stations, and they had games to play, and popcorn and s'mores, and they had cotton candy. And the person that had cotton candy said, I don't understand it. It's not made with cotton. And I thought about that. And that's why I wore this. Because, see, Jesus, when he's getting ready to tell them what's going on, they were looking for a Messiah, right? They were looking for somebody from Ben David, but they thought, well, this isn't going to work. They thought Jesus was from Nazareth. And Nazareth is not where the Messiah was supposed to come from. But is Jesus really from Nazareth? Is that just where he lived? That's just where he lived, exactly. So they were missing it. And what he's about ready to do when he said, I come and I bring you living water that will never run out.